Hello, I'm Henry Schuck, the founder and CEO of ZoomInfo. And today on In Your Corner, I'm going to show you how to use Go-to-Market Studio and marry that to Website Buyer ID. Website Buyer ID leverages ZoomInfo's robust identity graph to tell you the visitors who are visiting your website down to the person. Who are the people visiting your website? I'm going to come in here, I'm going to create a workbook, and I'm going to bring in accounts directly from Salesforce. What I'm actually going to use here is search companies in ZoomInfo because I've got all my CRM data integrated there. I'm going to come down here into CRM data, choose Salesforce. I'm going to choose account type, and I'm going to say not a customer, opportunity stage, as closed, lost. I've got that criteria in here. And I'm going to go a little bit more specific here. I'm going to come into companies. Today, I don't care about all the companies that were closed lost. I actually only want to look at companies that have over 50 employees that were closed lost. Put that in here. I've got 2,400 accounts. Great. And I'm actually going to say the max count here. I'm going to limit this a little bit more because I'm going to look for fast sales. I'm going to say not accounts that have over 1,000 employees. I'm going to import that into a Go-to-Market Studio workbook. It's going to pull all that data in here for me. It's going to pull that CRM data. It's marrying it now with ZoomInfo data. So I have a clean data set at my fingertips. I know these are all closed lost opportunities from Salesforce. I'm going to come in here into Enrich. Into Enrich, I can use AI to do a prompt, but instead I'm just going to come in here into signals. I'm going to click recommended signals. These are all the ZoomInfo signals you have at your fingertips. Intent data, buying group changes, competitive research. Are they researching my competitor? For today, I'm looking specifically for website buyer ID. I'm going to choose website buyer ID, hit next. I'm going to save that into the workbook. What you'll see here now is that it's going out and it's building those results for website buyer ID signals. Once that is done ingesting that data, so now I've married my first party data to ZoomInfo data, and then now I'm bringing in a signal on website buyer ID. From here, I'm going to run the columns. So I'm going to run it all across all these 2,400 accounts. When that's done running, I'm going to specifically filter to accounts that have website buyer IDs that we've identified. And so people who've come to my website from these closed lost opportunities. It's going to run it across these 2,400 accounts. I'm going to filter that just to those accounts that have data there. And it has appended in now all of the website signal buyer IDs. I'm going to filter here for just the not empty fields. And then I'm going to show you the results. So you can see here on account by account, I have specific website buyers. And I'll just pick one account here. I can click in. I can see this specific buyer who visited our website, specific buyers from this account that visited our website. And now I can run a specific play at these specific buyers. And in addition to that, I can append in ZoomInfo specific contacts, whether they visited the site or not. Here I'm getting ZoomInfo buyer committee, my buyer committee at these accounts so that I can hit them in two ways. One, the specific person who visited my website, but two, if there are specific people from the account that was closed lost in the past that are visiting our website, I also want to reach out to the buying committee at that account, VPs of sales, VPs of marketing, chief revenue officers, chief marketing officers at those accounts. And so I've added in ZoomInfo contacts to this sheet as well. And now I have a list here that are specific closed lost opportunities that have visited our website recently with the specific person who visited our website and the ZoomInfo buying committee appended here as well. And I'm going to run a play where I get our SDRs and our account executives now to engage here. I can push this down to them as a workbook in Go-to-Market Studio and in Copilot. I can export this to Salesforce. I can export it to Outreach or SalesLoft or my sales automation tool. I can cross-reference here. Maybe I want a little bit more. I want to know buying committee. I want to know accounts that visited my website that were closed lost, but I also want to add in accounts that have actually visited a G2 or a Trust Radius page view. I'm going to use G2 here, and I can say now actually append in both things here. I want to know accounts that not only visited my web page, but also have a signal because they visited a G2 page as well. Now we're getting a tighter and tighter audience of closed lost opportunity. You have the ability now to execute on your creativity. This is a fairly creative campaign. I wouldn't say it's the most creative campaign, but it's close loss opportunities where a buyer has visited our website, where we've identified the buyer at the specific person level, and then we've added in ZoomInfo buying committee members, and we've cross-referenced that to a buyer who's not only visited my website, but has also visited a G2 page that's relevant to my business as well. Go unlock your creativity. There's so much you can do inside of Go-to-Market Studio. Give us a call if you want to get a deep dive into this. Thanks a lot.